In addition to the technology improvements moving to the Windows platform, we are saving a significant amount of money on the mainframe side. The mainframe costs for software and hardware are about $500,000 annually, and we're moving to a Windows platform now that the hardware and software costs are running about $40,000 instead. I'm always asked the question, why do you stick with COBOL? It's an ancient language and it's not cool. It's true, it's not cool, but it's still probably one of the best business languages around. There's a lot of legacy code that still drives business functions using it. I'm not concerned about finding COBOL programmers. COBOL is a relatively simple language to teach someone. And now that we're on the new platform, we actually have COBOL in a true .NET environment. So we're able to take advantage of all the new technologies that you see on your typical Windows PC, all the object-oriented concepts, all the tools, be it web enablement, etc., plus all the graphical development environments are available now in this new environment. We're able to retain the COBOL to drive the critical business functions, but we'll be able to transform the look and feel of this application over time to be more modern. And as new requests come in, we may build new solutions with some of the new technologies. It integrates well with the new technology. There were several surprises during implementation. One was, because we did a lift and shift and the technology looked identical to the old, we were able to support users that we'd missed during the analysis of our environments out there. Typically, when you throw in a new system, there's always somebody that you didn't realize uses it. Well, when we discovered a handful of departments that needed access to the property tax system, we quickly went down there, installed the new desktop icon, boom, they were done. No training, anything. That was a huge surprise in terms of ease of implementation. One of the other surprises was the nightly batch we were presuming would take longer in the new environment. It's actually running quicker in our new environment. I think that's because we're able to take advantage of some of the new scheduling tools we have in place that allow it to run more effectively and more efficiently than we did in the old environment. The other thing that's been a surprise is that we've quickly been able to take advantage of some new technologies. Our outputs are now being driven to PDF. We used to have a report that was probably 10 or 20,000 lines, 20,000 pages that would be printed, divided up physically, and shipped to all the different client organizations that use these pieces of data. We realized immediately that we could convert that to PDF and then literally give them an electronic copy that they could print one page at a time. So we had some early opportunities to save some money right away. Now that we've implemented, we have been able to rely on Tiburon Technologies for questions. However, there really hasn't been a need. Their contract allowed a warranty period of 90 days, I think. But even at that point, we hardly had any questions. They've been available since then if we've had questions, but at this point, we haven't needed any ongoing support. So it's really owned by us now. We're not dependent on the vendor at this point. Now that we're in the new environment, we have a lot of plans to move forward, both with a modernization, from a modernization perspective and a client application improvement perspective. From a modernization perspective, we're developing some plans to actually eliminate some of the ancient, archaic COBOL structures, replace them with more modern technologies, and then change even the user interfaces. So that's from a technology improvement perspective. We'll continue improving it, get it better integrated into the .NET environment and take advantage of those tools. However, now that we have a SQL-enabled environment, we're developing new reporting. We're working extensively with the assessor's office in terms of data analysis, particularly in our declining property value environment. What is the impact to the revenue streams? But now that we have the data in a SQL-enabled environment, we can do reporting due to more data mining. And we're also looking at new technologies for printing. We have a new modern print structure in place that gives us a lot more flexibility than we did in the old mainframe environment, potentially improving how that's done and reducing costs in those areas. As a final note, just to reiterate what we've said, is we've been able to take this valuable tax assessment and property information systems, move it into modern Windows technology now. We've retained all the business rules, all the stability that had been established over the last 20 years during its development. We're now in a position to modernize it, improve the tools, improve the user interfaces, create a lot more data visibility and availability to the public and internally, and basically added another 10 or 20 years of life to a valuable system within the county.